Hello and welcome. It is Friday and the 30th day of September 2016. My name is Derek and welcome to the Silver Charts channel, where I'll take a look at this daily chart as well as today's intraday movements as well. And the neutrality is in heavy force still. 1, 2, 3, and now 4 lower highs in a row. The up and down trend line coming close to the conclusion, both in play, and today's high significantly, noticeably not towards where this trend line on the upside happens to be. Is that bearish in itself? Maybe a little bit, but I wouldn't give too much towards it, because anytime I get very big bullish or bearish sentiments in a heavily neutral market, I really do look at them with grains of salt. And this very bearish movement I am taking with a grain of salt as well. Why is the setup so bearish? Well, after what was the third lower high, 3 red candles down, 2 sideways as such, and then today's move having a noticeably decent up move and then giving it all back. That in itself is a very bearish picture, and one you would look to bet to go lower. I don't know about that. It very much could come into play. The symmetrical triangle I showed was towards the conclusion of such. That indicates oftentimes that it's going to end the neutrality and break one side or another. Having days like this kind of indicates the same as well. And as I've been stating since the second week of September begun, in the 18.5 to 20.25 range, very neutral to say the least. And that's why I can't give any biases really either to go up or down for until it breaks it. So unless you're playing very short term, it makes it tough to play this game. And if you're trying to play, okay, I know it's a sideways action, so I'm going to play on it, which means lower end of the range you buy, higher end of the range you sell, and then maybe short while you might cover at the lower part. When I stated that earlier this week, that maybe you say to yourself, okay, my range for the low end is between 1875 and 19. That's where I'm going to buy, and I'm going to maybe cover my short or stop loss below 18.5. Maybe that's one strategy. If that was the case, because this low was 1898, that would have meant that you would have bought at the bottom. And then for the time since that point, you would be winning the entire duration. And then this morning, when today's move comes into play and it's 8:45 a.m., the price surges over 20 cents and over 1% in under 100 seconds. But let's just assume that your upper range that you would have would say be between 1990 and 20.25. Well, I'm going to move this on to today's chart. If that was the case, you'd be seeing that it never got up to 1990, nor was it even all that close. And at 8:45, there's the up move. It went sideways over 1970 for an hour from that point to 9:45. And then it sold off really harsh for multiple minutes, lower than where the breakout started. So at some point, however you do it, it would have been wise to sell. Whether you're selling on the way down, whether you're selling during the sideways consolidation, you'd have to state that it hit the upper end of the range. At least that's what it's looking like. The short-term momentum is looking sour now. Get out of long positions. That's the momentum that you would have, or the situational play. Now this is just a line chart, which means it's a swing line chart. It takes key highs and lows. I don't like line charts that take the close, because you might miss out on key highs and lows that way. And on a swing line chart, like on a candle chart, every high and low is noticeable. So earlier on this chart, when you see that it had its tremendous down move, and then it makes this correctionary move, making 1 and 2 higher highs, but significantly lower than where the high was. You see this down move making another matching low from this one and this one, Doesn't go up too much, only about 5 or 6 cents, and it's going lower. So as it's breaking down below this major support on the short term of 1935, say around 1932, 33, one might say to themselves, this is a good time to bet, short the market, however you do it, at this point. And in this case, it would have worked out. And then, of course, being an advantage player takes a lot of skill. So you've got to know, okay, what's my best selling strategies when things are good and things are bad, and then you execute them as such. Today's the end of the week, month, and quarter as well, but I will be putting those charts up on Saturday instead, so you can look for that one then. And for today, I am out. Thank you for tuning in, and take care.